Hi, I'm Dan, and today we're going to take a quick look at the new DiGiCo SD12T. Back in September at Plaza 2021, we launched the SD12T, the addition of our specialist theatre software extension to the popular SD12 console. The SD12 Live console is available in two versions, the standard 72-channel 36-bus configuration and the SD1296 expanded version, which increases the channel count to 96 channels and 48 buses. Incorporating our flexible DMI expansion slots, optional optical fibre loop, dual screens and 26 faders into a compact work surface, the SD12 has been relied on for touring, festival and corporate markets since its launch in 2017, with the option to upgrade it to 96 channels coming to market in 2019. Adding our theatre application-specific software extension opens the SD12 up to new markets and opportunities, including regional and touring theatre productions. As standard, the SD12T delivers the full SD12 96 specification, so 96 input channels, 48 buses, a 12x8 crosspoint matrix and 12 VCA control groups. Plus you get the standard suite of processing options, dynamic EQ, multiband dynamics and digitube on every channel, 16 graphic EQs and 12 internal effects. Unlike all DiGiCo SD and Quantum consoles, there is no compromise with the audio processing resources. Our FPGA-based stealth digital processing engine allows you to have all of your effects and channel processing without any trade-offs or increase in latency. And as a small footprint console, the SD12T is the perfect all-in-one solution for your theatre mixing without the need for external processing add-ons. When you specify an SD12T for your production, you know exactly what you're going to get. So what does the theatre software extension add? From an audio processing point of view, you gain matrix nodal delays. Essential for theatre sound design, each matrix crosspoint can be individually delayed up to 1.3 seconds. The combination of level and timing control delivers the precise tools sound designers demand. The SD12T delivers the full theatre programming experience, our industry standard auto-update cue programming system. Let's have a quick look at what this means. One of the challenges of programming a theatre show with hundreds of cues is ensuring the settings in each of the cues is correct. During tech rehearsals where you're likely to be jumping around the cue list and making fast changes, there often isn't time to worry about if the changes you've made are stored or if the changes need to be applied to multiple cues in the show. DiGiCo's unique auto-update function removes these challenges by ensuring that the changes you make are automatically updated, not just to the cue you're in, but potentially to other cues in the show that share the same settings. With full control over how changes made propagate up and down the cue list, you can concentrate on mixing and refining the show rather than fussing over storing changes and complicated scope settings. Essentially, the console behaves with a more analog style workflow. Parameters adjusted don't change from cue to cue unless you've deliberately introduced programming differences as needed by the script. Once you have your base programming in place, you can start to introduce variations to this programming. This is often to do with stage direction or costume changes that require a change in audio programming. Maybe a costume change where mic position varies, and as such, EQ settings need to be adjusted. The Aliases function provides a simple way of adding variation to channels. So if your character adds, for example, a hat, and this requires a change of processing, we can create a version of the channel that allows for these EQ and dynamics changes, but leaves other settings untouched. In conjunction with the auto-update system, our Aliases system ensures that changes made to each version of the channel, in this case with or without the hat, are automatically updated up and down the cue list. No having to remember to store settings and copy them into other cues, it happens automatically. Now we have these systems for managing channel settings across characters and aliases. How do you manage changes to cast, principals and understudies, or chorus changes when working with younger performers? While the structure of a show doesn't change with the performer changes, the settings in the channels likely will. How I might sound and my associated EQ settings will be different to how you might sound in the same role. So of course, your channel EQ will be different. The Theatre's Players function allows you to store different versions of a channel, and at any point before or during the show, you can recall these settings for each of the players. This might be planned changes, or if someone falls sick, it could be a mid-show change. The structure of the show remains in place, including all the aliases and program changes. All you need to do is select the appropriate player in the players panel and continue rehearsing or mixing the performance. An essential element of theatre show programming is the VCAs, which at DiGiCo we call control groups. When designing and programming the show, the operators mixing need both consistency and a well-thought flow of control group membership. That could be making sure the lead character always falls under the same CG fader, or ensuring that there are no awkward changes that don't fall nicely under the fingers. In standard live software, control group membership can be programmed per snapshot, but there's no way of visualizing the changes that occur as you fire down the snapshot list. In our theatre software, the CG Cues panel provides an easy visual display of changes that allows fast programming without actually firing any cues. The flow of changes can be seen and centrally managed, making the operator's job of consistent show reproduction for every performance as easy as possible. So to bring this all together, the DiGiCo Theatre software extension is all about programming and managing your cue data, simplifying the workflow and not letting the technology stand between sound design creativity and delivering a consistent audio experience. Perfect for regional and touring theatre productions, the SD12T delivers the flexibility, audio quality and industry-leading theatre programming workflow needed. Any SD12 or SD1296 console can be upgraded to SD12T, so get in touch with your local DiGiCo representative today to find out more.